Alright guys, so at this point we've already talked about turning or facing a part down to the correct length, so I want to show you how to turn a part down to a correct diameter. So just kind of a quick review, I have the tool set up in here, I have the right shim set up in here. If I wanted to double check the center, I could take my ruler and pinch it right in between the part and the tool, and I should see that it's pretty nice and vertical right there, and I've already tested it to make sure that there's no nub in the middle when I do a facing cut. So that's good, my tool is set up. Now in order to do a turning cut that you want to bring down to the right diameter, it's kind of like squaring up a block. First thing we need to do is touch off the tool on the part and take a light cut so that we have a good measurement surface, because right now the measurement surface is, there might be some protrusions or some dirt or grease or grime on this part that's going to give you an inaccurate measurement. So the first thing is about a 10/1000th cut. I'm going to go ahead and lower my guard. I turn on the machine. I already have my RPM calculated for this size piece. But if I bring it over the diameter of the part, no longer over the face, and I bring it in just a little bit and touch it off, I only need to come in maybe about 1/8 of an inch or so, bring it in, touch it off just like you did on the mills. Right there I hear it start to contact, I see it start to hit, and then I back it off the part all the way. Then what I can do is I can zero out my axes up at the digital readout. So we're going to be using our digital readout pretty extensively for this. So if I hit reset on X, if I hit it again, it's going to zero it out right there. My Z I'm not worried about right now. But now when I bring my X in, you can see that it starts to, give me a depth of cut. And remember, only the first 3 digits. So if I want to go in 10,000, that's 0.010. Even though the 4th digit's a little bit off, I'm only paying attention to those 3. So now I'm going to go ahead and take just a turning cut, keeping my feed rate nice and consistent, kind of like driving a car right here, hand over hand, not necessarily using the handle. Okay, so I get back a certain amount, and then I'm going to come back out the other end. You don't want to stop the tool on the part, and I'm going to turn the machine off, and I'm going to see. And I notice right here, as it was slowing down, there's a part that hasn't cut. And so I don't have a full cut on this surface yet. So I want to take another 10,000. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really fast. So I'm at 10. I'm not going to re-zero it. I'm just going to go ahead and go to 20. And then I'll come and do that same cut again. Okay, now I see that that whole surface has cleaned up. So now I have to look and see, alright, my print tells me that I want to be at 2.750 in diameter. And so I'm going to go ahead and measure right now. What I'm not going to do is adjust my x-axis. I'm just going to give myself some room with the z-axis and see where I'm at, make sure I'm zeroed out. Okay, and when I measure this, I kind of wiggle it around, make sure you're at the widest part, the widest diameter. Okay, if you can, you want to get all the way over kind of from the top, but this diameter is so big that I'm going to kind of feed it from the end, but make sure I'm at the widest diameter, and I do that by wiggling it around. And I see that I'm at 2.984. So I have 2 options here. I can do the math, 2.984 minus 2.750, that should give me 244 thousandths. If you guys need a calculator for that, that's no problem. So you would just do 2.984 minus 2.750. It's actually 234 thousandths. So that's how much I have to take off, 234 thousandths. I have 2 options. I can either reset my X, and then I can go in 50 thousandths at a time and go 50, 100, 150, and all the way until I hit that 234, just like you did on the mills. Or what's nice about these lathes, so with the digital readout, is I can actually program in the diameter that I'm at right now, and then I'll just feed it until I hit the specified diameter on the print. So if I want to do that, okay, I'm going to hit my X, and I'm going to program in 2.984, and then if I hit P, it actually programs that diameter in. Now when I go in, it's just going to drop the diameter down. So if I'm at 2.984 and I want to take roughly 50 thousandths, I'm just going to go to 925. It's a little more than 50, but it's going to make the math easier for me a little bit later. So I'm going to be about 925, and I'm going to take this 50 thousandths cut. And I'm going to keep going down 50 thousandths at a time until I hit the 2.750. Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, you can just do the math and just take out however much you need to take. So here's a 50 thousandths cut. You see it's a heavier chip. If you start to see chips kind of hang on, that's what we have a guard for. Do not try to grab those. So I finish the cut. I come back out. Now if you want to get rid of those, go ahead and turn the machine off all the way, and then you can grab those off there. Don't try to grab it while it's running though. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to 875, which would be about another 50 thousandths. Okay, I'm just going to keep going for now, 825. Just make sure you know where you're supposed to end, which is 750, 2.750. So now I'll be at about 775 or so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead in and do this. I'm going to go to about 755. I'm going to leave 5 thousandths at the end for my finish pass. And I'm going to double check it after this just to make sure I'm on the right track. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick measurement and see if I am in the ballpark before I take that last pass. You can do this a couple times throughout just to make sure you're going the right way. Okay, and now I measure this up. And I find the biggest diameter, okay? You want to wiggle it until the biggest diameter comes up because you can accidentally be measuring up here towards the top of the circle, and that's going to give you too small of a measurement. So make sure you're measuring right across the whole diameter. And I see that I'm at 2.755, which is exactly, okay, I say I'm at 2.753 on here. So it's off by maybe about 1,000th or so. I'm still going to go to the same number. I'm going to go to 2.750 and see where I end up. Okay, this is 0.4 of a thousandth under. That's fine. Nice and consistent feed rate at this point because we have a finish pass now. I come back out with this, shut it off, and do my final measurement and see where I ended up. Okay, and if I kind of find the biggest measurement there, I'm right at the 2.750 that I was hoping for. So I'm right on it. That's how you would do it down to a specific diameter.